were former colleagues at Kenzo as
Yeah,
designers.
yeah, that's
Um,
right.
yeah, so in between time, I've moved back from Paris to Amsterdam. And I've got my own atelier where I dress women, especially women, for special moments in their lives.
Wow.
Because I had my collection selling to like luxury boutiques, and I discovered it was a big part of the price of the garment was actually for the boutique, and a small part on the part fabric. So I thought, I think that women deserve a more quality product for an honest price, and especially also made by measure on their body and color type. So that's why I decided also to become a pattern drawer aside my designing skills, and to make it really sustainable, to use fabrics that exist already, and to embellish bio-based fabrics by eco-printing
Wow.
or dyeing with natural pigments.
Wow. Sounds fascinating.
Yeah, thank you. So I have, for example, I can show you quickly,
Yeah.
uh, turn around quickly. This is my fabric stock. You
Oh,
see,
wow.
it's a little bit organized in gradients of colors.
Yeah.
So I have like a little machine park, and I have an atelier on the street, and behind the curtains is my example collection.
Wow.
So so when women come in, they can see all the possibilities, and yeah, we try it on. We make a really like an analyzing an intake, uh, see what their lives is all about, and how I can help them to design something that will last for many years, that they can wear over and over again.
Well, that's amazing to see your atelier because Petra, I know you from working in Paris for really big fashion houses. So it's almost like the industry's got to de-industrialize, isn't it, to become sustainable?
Yeah, because it was incredible to see, the number of styles that were produced. Remember that we were going to this place in the middle of France, and then we had to vote for how much is this sample going to make, like 1,000 or 5,000 pieces, and you think, oh my God, how much fabric is going to be produced? Like take this polyester, what kind of pollution, and what if this model is not to be sold? What is going to happen with this fabric?
Yeah,
So, and yeah, I think you're right. The more you are in the luxury, the more you see also that we are trying more and more to yeah to value craftsmanship. I think that is the luxury. We have to value craftsmanship, because
absolutely.
why spending so much money on a product that is made in series, for when you can fight for the same amount of money, you can buy something that is made on your body. So
So what you're saying is you're going right back to the craft, and
yeah,
that's part of your sustainability process.
yeah, definitely. And also, um yeah, what I thought, when women buy something really special, um yeah, they want to shine. And the problem with shiny fabrics, it is often oil based. It's polyester or paillettes. You say sequences, yeah,
Yeah,
sequences, and it's plastic. And
yeah.
I feel that, yeah, that was not part of my value. I thought, we had also our difficult moments in Paris. When we were working in these big companies, there was so much, like hatred and jealousy. I really had a hard time in this. I did not feel at home.
I agree.
And why do I feel at home? When I'm in nature. This is something honest. You feel surrounded by, the smell, the leaves, the birds. This is something that is really valuable. So I thought this valuable thing, these, you know, real things, I would like to take it into my designs, be inspired by nature. So I thought, what is my kind of embroidery? What is my kind of sequence?
Yeah,
Actually, couture is something, the value, the time that you spend on a fabric. So
absolutely.
I thought the time that I spent on a fabric, I can spend it to do it with real leaves and flowers. And
Oh,
every time you have like a unique piece.
that's beautiful. So
Yeah.
let's really focus on the different elements of your design practice, which are reducing your environmental impact. So should we first talk about zero waste design? Because some people don't understand what it means.
Yeah, so what happens if you have a very valuable fabric? Let's say the silk that I print or a jacquard that exists only in a rectangle. I try to use as much fabric as possible. I try not to lose a zip of the fabric. So when I print the silk, for example, I'm one of the few who can print it on the total large because of course you see a lot of people doing only scarves with eco print, but I have the large, the whole large of the fabric. So I print 140 to 160, and I use everything. So I make bias cut fabric, use of bias cut fabric, and see the this dress, for example. Oops. You see this dress, the point of the fabric is this one, and then the other side of the square is the back.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's nothing waste. And then I have to print the silk, I use a plant-based fabric, which is in this case tencel, but you can also use cotton. And I put this this fabric I put in the pigments. In this case, I used blue wood and
wow.
curcuma, and this fabric gives the color to the underground.
Oh,
So, and then with the fabric that I use to give the color, I also make a gilet. So this is the gilet that
wow.
is fitting so well with the dress because it has the same colors.
Wow. And is
And
that
it's
zero waste as well, the way that you've cut it?
Yeah, but the zero waste is exactly the way that I cut it. So
Mm.
when I use a square and I drape it on the body, yeah, it makes quite interesting volumes.
It's kind
So
of a design challenge, isn't it?
yeah, and I think that is very interesting because I love draping, I love pattern cutting.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also the jacket I'm wearing, it is made of leather of a couch. And
Wow.
yeah, and like used jeans. So you see here all
Wow.
the all the parts of the jeans that I'm using, and yeah, it really gives a special touch to every design. For example, the little belt. It
Wow.
is also a part of trousers that
Yeah.
I'm using. So I try to see what is there and what is
Yeah.
interesting I use. So like reuse, reduce,
Yeah.
you know all the words.
So actually, each piece is like totally crafted and engineered around the materials that you found.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Let me,
And there are also,
no, please go on.
yeah, so that's so partly I embellish fabrics, so like tencel or silk, or I use like old jeans. But I also craft jeans made from with plastic of the canals of Amsterdam. So I have don't know if it's here.
You mean the
Well, I
denim
have
is actually made from recycled plastics?
yeah, it is a denim. that is made from recycled cotton, so recycled jeans, and then the elastane that's in it, it's made from the plastic of the canals from Amsterdam. So it
That's,
makes like a beautiful couture jeans suit.
yeah,
It's not cheap, but there's so many details. Perhaps my
absolutely.
stagiaire can have a look where I put it. I don't remember. Anyway, de jeansjasje waar ik die neer heb gelegd.
So does that mean
Yeah,
somebody's actually collecting all the bottles and plastic waste in Amsterdam and they're
yeah,
processing it in Amsterdam?
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. No, I think it's actually made in Italy, the fabric. You see this
Okay.
jacket, it has a lot of details, and
Yeah,
it looks really like an yeah, a very dark jeans.
yeah.
So I get many compliments on it. There's a famous Dutch artist who also ordered one, and she on television everybody was asking who made this suit.
Oh, that's
So yeah,
brilliant.
yeah,
I love the story of the recycled plastic from the canals.
yeah.
That's now I know you work with some like local communities and are they the people that actually stitch your garments?
Yeah, so there are, when I started, when I came back to the Netherlands, I felt quite alone actually after 16 years of Paris. I did not feel at home anymore.
Yeah,
Uh, so I was working freelance all over Europe, and then, okay, I got divorced, so I could not travel anymore. I needed to stick to the Netherlands. And then
yeah,
I thought, who am I here? What can I do with all my knowledge? We
yeah,
were working with all the people in the ateliers in Paris, and this actually by collaborating with the craftsmanship, the people on the machine, you make the most beautiful stuff. You know that as well.
yeah.
And so I was looking in Amsterdam if there were like local ateliers. And I remember one evening after, there was a presentation of refugees, and they were finishing like sort of, they had done a course how to enter in the Netherlands and how to get in contact with local companies. And I went to this presentation and I met two tailors. So one of them was from Damascus, and he was a man of exactly my age who had a very beautiful couture atelier for men.
Wow.
And he had to dress Assad. He was like the personal tailor of Assad, and he also had to produce police garments. And
Wow.
one day they did not pay him anymore, so his house was bombed. He would have been in jail if he was not, a refugee. So
Yeah,
he came to the Netherlands, and yeah, no, he was making like little tote bags, totally not his level.
yeah,
So I said, okay, can I come in your atelier? Can I just put my table here? I have my plotter, with my pattern drawing. I can design stuff and I can try to get some orders. And this is how I started getting friendship with these tailors.
wow.
Yeah, they have beautiful stories. Anyway, so one of them is still my tailor. So when I have really a suit, with all the beautiful details,
Yeah.
are well, like men jackets, then he's sewing them. More difficult stuff.
Wow. So how
Yeah,
amazing that you found that talent.
yeah, definitely. And there's another one. So for bigger productions, he had an atelier in Aleppo,
Wow.
and now he completely, reinvented himself. He has now actually two ateliers, three ateliers, because he also has one in Istanbul. So you
Wow.
see, it's so remarkable to see how people can, yeah, how flexible they are,
Yeah.
and just find their ways again to,
Yeah.
to make their living. It's
Yeah.
it's it's really impressive.
That is the resilience.
The resilience, yeah. And yeah, aside that, I always have a stagiaire. who I'm teaching, you know, the craftsmanship. There are many parts of the business that come along, you know, so they see how also how difficult it is to get clients in, that there are so many products that need attention and a different approach.
Yeah,
So it's very different, very interesting, I think, for someone who does the practical period in my company. But
yeah,
I also love to do it because you often you see with the stagiaire that that also I can help give direction to or the study choice or the life choices or you know even the smallest personal things. That's beautiful to see how you can impact someone's life.
yeah, and passing on the
Yeah,
skills.
yeah, definitely,
Right.
definitely.
Oh, well, final question, Petra, because um, basically you've gone quite old school and back to the roots, working on the patterns yourself after working in, you know, the industry. But you also do embrace technology, don't you?
Yeah, I do definitely because but there's a possibility to scan your body, so to get your measurements. So what I do once you say, okay, I'm interested, and you are in England, we can do like a call. We can do a test. You know what kind of color is nice for on your face, or what you have looked at my website, what kind of dress you like. I can send you the app that I scan your body with. You make a picture from the front and the side, and this measurements I can generate it in my pattern drawing. And
Oh,
it's really very, very precise, up to millimeters, that I can see how your body looks. And then yeah, it costs a little bit more. I think 100 euros more to get your personal avatar. And I work together with an engineer, and she's like totally obsessed, you know, by all the details. So she's really good in generating the avatar and putting the design on the avatar. So you can even try it on. Then from that moment, if you have your avatar, we can try on different garments. And so yeah, it's super interesting.
wow. So that really opens up a lot of possibilities, doesn't it? Because you're not limited to clients in the Netherlands. You could have clients from anywhere in the world.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what is also interesting, for example, if you would like to do an eco couture dress, I have some very interesting silky fabrics. For example, this silky fabric is also, it has a guarantee. It's called Naya. It's wood pulp based. It exists also in other very special festive colors.
Wow.
So, yeah, I have different models that you can choose of. So yeah, I think there's no limit to what I can do for you, even over distance.
Great. So finally, how can people find you?
Well, they can find me through my website, www.petradejonge-couture.com.
Okay.
And also on my Instagram, Petra de Jonge underscore couture. So yeah, and then you through my website you can just send me an email or send me a personal message and or phone me. So I'm
And
there
and they can
to make your dream outfit come true.
lovely. Well, we'll provide those details with this video. But thank you so much for putting away the time today. And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing more of your collections.
Yeah, thank you. It was super nice talking to you, Esmée. Always lovely to see your smiley face.
All right. Thanks, Petra.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.